Hey everybody, it's Michael from GetFitOver40.com, and I've got kind of an update video, but the real purpose of this video is to talk about the Fitbit Flex winner. So you can check out, I'll put a link or an annotation or whatever so that you can check out that video. But for those that took part in that, the idea was to come up with ideas to help me promote my website, YouTube channel, all those things. And there were some great ideas, like just tons of great ideas. I don't want to get into everything. I will be looking into a lot of these ideas, and again, thank you very much for everybody that came up with some ideas and contributed to that. But at the end of the story, or the end of the day, the winner is Angela Burton. And the reason I picked her is because sometimes the simplest ideas are the best. And now there was another person that kind of came up with the same idea, but sort of and sort of not, and I'll explain that in a bit. But Angela, here's what you said. You said, "You have a cool channel, but adding your wife to some of your workout videos will be so cool, and doing a husband and wife workout tag too." So in other words, bring my wife into it, right? Now she's 38, pretty close to 40. I'm 45 now. If you combine the ages, we're both over 40. Okay, so close enough. And my channel doesn't just apply to people over 40. It really applies to everybody. Fitness, health. It really doesn't, it goes beyond age, right? I kind of try to focus a little bit more on the over 40 people and bring my opinion, regarding our limitations at our ages, because I have limitations now, just like everybody else. But that said, fitness is fitness. So I'm going to try, I've talked to her about it, and we're going to work on some videos. At least, I can't always do them everywhere, because I know the fitness world that I go to won't allow me to take video, because they don't want me to put their, I don't know why they don't want me to shoot video in there, because they said you can't. Well, you can as long as you don't have any other people in there and you don't have any of our logos. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I can't shoot video in there. But I can shoot videos at CrossFit, the CrossFit place where I work out, where we work out, my wife and I, and also at home. So look forward to those videos. It'll be interesting to have my wife's perspective on things. Maybe I'll do some interviews. It allows me to also, while she's doing the workout, I can kind of, not so much coach her, but I can, show some things as she's doing them as well. All right, so look forward to those videos again. Thanks, Angela Burton. Now, the second person that came up with it, you came up sort of with the idea even before Angela, and I was thinking about giving you the Fitbit Flex, but it was more of a question, and I'll read what you said. You said, "Just keep doing what you're doing. Does your wife do videos? I would like to see more of healthy eating." So you kind of touched it and then moved into a whole different area. I'd like to see more of healthy eating and what vitamins you are taking, and lots of other great things in here. But it's like it was a question. It was like, does she have I wasn't sure if you were asking if she has her own channel. I really didn't get what you were saying. And when Angela said it, then it kind of hit me. So if I had two of these, I would give you one too, but I don't. So sorry, 410 tests. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about my MIO Alpha real quick here. Touch this one. You'll notice I'm wearing it palm down or wrist down. I've been struggling with it a little bit, reading. So now right off the top, I do have a heart murmur that may play into effect. So my heart doesn't go bump bump, it goes boom. It's kind of slurs together. It's not a defect that stops me from doing things. And the doctor says, it's not going to hurt me in any way. So. But I do have it, so maybe that affects this. It doesn't affect the heart rate sensor that I use, my polar loop one, but it does affect this guy. So what's happening is it'll read most of the time, but then all of a sudden I'll look at it, it's only reading half of my heart rate. So if my heart rate's at 120, it's reading 60. And I know this because I'm actually wearing this guy with my heart rate sensor at the same time, comparing the two, and I know when this one's not reading properly. So, and I know what my heart rate should be when I'm exercising roughly, right? So if it's 60 and I'm working hard, it should be at least 120 or up. So I'm gonna let my wife try it out, see what she thinks. Maybe it'll read better on her wrist, But I said, again, I'm reading it on the bottom. It is more consistent on the bottom than on the top. It locks onto my pulse a lot quicker, and it seems to read better. So other than that, it's been working good. I mean, I've been using it, instead of linking it to my polar loop, I link it to the Polar Beats app, so I can actually use both of these together at the same time without them competing with each other. And really cool. The Polar Beats app allows it basically to use GPS as well, so if you go for a walk or a run or a bike ride, you can actually look at your whole course that you did and see the miles and speed and all that, so that's cool. And what I also like about this is that I'm getting really good range. So even at my CrossFit gym, when I'm wearing it, I have my phone sort of in the middle of the gym, and even though I'm going 30 to 40 feet away from my phone at times, it's still sending the signal to the phone, to the Polar Beats app, no problem. So that's really cool. All right, a couple other updates, 2 more things real quick. Quick update about the whole bulking thing. Now I did make a video about how I was planning on bulking a little bit, putting on some muscle. Been working out really hard, a little bit less CrossFit, more serious weight training, lifting heavy weights, spending a little more time in the gym weightlifting. And I managed to go from about 182 to 183 pounds, which is where I was sitting like around 180, but I was up to 183 stable there. And I'm up to a solid 195. I've been at 195 now for about a week. So, and I managed to stay under 10%. I did pop up to close to 11 at one point, but then I've sort of leaned her back down. I am managing what I eat. I'm not overeating, but I am eating more than I used to, because when you're trying to put weight on, you have to eat a bit more food. I'm not overindulging. The idea here isn't to get fat. It's just to try and put muscle on, give myself what it needs, the calories and nutrition it needs, without, allowing myself to get, overly heavy. So staying around 10% is sort of my goal while I do this, 10% body fat. Once I get to, I'm trying to get to around 200 pounds, and then once I get to that, I'll see where I'm at, and then start to maybe perhaps reduce some of my calories to get some of the fat off. But that said, it's going good. I'm feeling good. I'm getting stronger. I'm putting muscle on, and we'll see what happens when I lean up, if I'm any further ahead. But that's the goal, is to put the muscle on, then trim some of the fat off, and see how much further ahead you are. That's the whole purpose of a bulk. Anyways, the last thing, real quick, March 1st, I'm going to a show called the Krack Klassic. It's a BCABBA Sanctioned event. What is that? Well, it's a fitness event, bodybuilding. They have different categories. They have like physique for men. They have bikini for women, fitness for women, bodybuilding for women, all different classes. So I'm going in the morning, the pre-judging side of that. I'm going to shoot some video, take some pictures. One of our coaches from CrossFit is going to be competing in the women's, I believe, fitness category. Her name's Leanne, so I want to support her. The second thing I want to do is I want to see what's going on, because at my age, I can't compete in physical things. Like, I can't really do CrossFit events. I just don't have the knees and certain things. I just can't do it. I don't have the shoulder flexibility to do some of these exercises. It's just not going to happen. I like to be competitive. It's my nature. I can't do martial arts or things. Again, I'm limited. My body won't allow me to do certain things. I can work out. I can put muscle on. I could compete in one of these physique categories. There's men's physique for the younger guys and over 40. So I want to go check it out and see what these guys are doing, how they look, what kind of shape they're in. My local, it's a non-pro event, but you have to do these before you go into pro. Not that I'd ever even consider going into pro, but hey, who knows? I'm going to go check it out on the 1st, maybe potentially gear myself up to perhaps go into one of these events, maybe even this year, November. We'll see. It's just all up in the air right now, but I'm throwing it out there. That's sort of running around in my head. All right, that's it. That's all I got for you today. This video's getting long, so I'm going to shut her down. Thanks again for watching another GetFitOver40.com video. Again, thanks, or congratulations, Angela Burton, and thanks to everybody for all your ideas to help me promote and improve my channel. And don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for watching, and take care.